my dear students. Welcome to online support program. I hope you are all fine and enjoying OSP classes and also Eid holidays. Here, your science teacher Miss Aruba Farooq from APSEX Gujranwala Kent with the lecture of week 8 grade 6. As we have started this unit in week 6 and 7 and we still continue this interesting unit, and in today's lecture we will complete this unit, elements and compounds. Recap of today's lecture. Before starting our today's lecture, let's have a recap. We have studied metals and non-metals, uses of elements, atom and its types. As we have know, metals are those materials who have conduct electricity, and non-metals that are not conduct electricity. We can see some uses of elements like silicon, chromium, mercury, xenon and many other. Atom and its types. We have studied atoms that are smallest particle, and here three types: proton, neutron and electron. And now, in previous week, most of the students have done a wonderful job. You have done your work very nicely and upload your assignments were very good. Well done, my students. Keep it up. So today's lecture, learning outcomes, topics, molecules, compounds and their uses, physical change and chemical change. Students will be able to learn, define molecules, understand the concept of compounds and its examples, difference between molecules and compounds, uses of compounds in daily life, physical with chemical changes. So here are about molecules. What are molecules? Molecules are the smallest particles of any substance. Atoms join together to make molecule. A molecule is made up of two or more atoms chemically joined together. A molecule is formed when two or more atoms of the same or different types of elements combined in a fixed ratio. It is responsible for all physical and chemical properties of the particular substance. Molecules are of three types: monoatomic, diatomic and polyatomic. Atoms in a molecule are held together with two types of bonds, ionic bond and covalent bond. And if we break these molecules, then properties of that substance are lost. For example, two hydrogen atoms combine with one oxygen atom to make an water molecule of water, that is chemical formula of water is H2O. H2O means two molecules of hydrogen combined with one oxygen atom. And another example, oxygen O2 and carbon dioxide CO2. In oxygen, O is the symbol for oxygen, we know that. Two oxygen atoms combine to make one oxygen molecule. It has chemical formula O2, and two oxygen atoms combine with one carbon atom to make CO2, means carbon dioxide. So here are about compounds. Two or more different atoms combine, they form a completely new substance, that is called compound. Compound is also known as molecules. Two or more different elements join together, for example two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom, so these are called also molecules. All compounds are molecules, for example H2O and CO2. Two hydrogen atoms combine with one oxygen atom to make a molecule, that is are also called compound. And here are also for carbon dioxide, two oxygen atoms combine with one carbon atom. Understand? Here are the some more examples of compounds. Water, two oxygen atoms with two hydrogen atoms with one oxygen atoms. And in ammonia, three hydrogen atoms combine with one nitrogen atoms to make an ammonia, NH3. It is the chemical formula of ammonia. And here are the carbon dioxide. Two oxygen atoms combine with one carbon atom to make an carbon dioxide. Chemical formula is CO2. And two hydrogen atoms combine with two oxygen atoms to make hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. And also oxygen, two hydrogen atoms combine, and one carbon atom and then one oxygen atom combine to make an carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. And then methane. In methane there are four hydrogen atoms. You can see in the picture, 1 2 3 4. Four hydrogen atoms combine with then one carbon atom to make methane. Understand? Here are about compounds and their uses. There are some uses. We live in a world full of useful compounds. Many of them are made when two or more atoms join together. So, first of all, ammonia. Ammonia is a useful cleaning product. Second one, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is used to make fizzy drinks. Carbon dioxide, CO2. Okay. And third one is methane. As we have read chemical formula, CH4, 4 hydrogen atoms and 1 carbon atom. So methane is used as a fuel. Compounds and their uses. Next examples, calcium oxide, lime, that is also called a lime. Lime, calcium oxide, CaO, is used to neutralize acid soil. Then next one, silicon dioxide, SiO2. Okay, and the other name is sand. Sand is also called a silicon dioxide, SiO2, that is used in building industry for making concrete and mortar. And the last one, NaHCO3. It means sodium hydrogen carbonate, and sodium hydrogen carbonate is also called baking soda. Baking soda is used in cooking. And our last topic of this chapter, physical change with chemical change. Lots of changes happen all the time in our lives. For example, milk goes sour, gas is lit on a cooker, paper is torn up or cramped, crumpled, ice melts in a cold drink. And other examples are water boils to produce steam, and a glass breaks when it drops on a hard floor. Changes like these can be divided into two groups: physical changes and chemical changes. So first one, physical change. Physical change in a substance affect its physical properties. No new substance is formed during a physical change, and physical changes are usually reversible. For example, ice melts, it changes to water. However, water can be frozen again to turn it back. Now, chemical change. So here are new substances formed. Changes of matter that produce new substances, and the new substances have chemical properties which are different from the original properties. Chemical changes are usually difficult to reverse. Difference between physical change and chemical change. So here are the difference: physical change versus chemical change. A physical change is the change of matter that occurs without changing the chemical composition of matter. It simply means that physical change, no new substance are made and internal molecular structure stays the same. Okay, and in chemical change, no new substance is formed with completely new substance molecular structure. It means in chemical change, new substance is formed and also new molecular structure are formed. This is why a chemical change is very difficult to reverse. Okay, second difference is usually reversible and usually irreversible. Chemical change can't be reversible, so that is irreversible. New products are not formed and new products are formed. Some changes occur when heating or cooling is done, and changes always involve absorption or release of energy. For example, in a physical change, no new substance are made and internal molecular structure stays the same. Example, ice melts, it changes to water. However, water can be frozen again to turn it back. Okay? And listen that again for chemical change. In a chemical change, new substance is formed with completely new molecular structure. This is why a chemical change is very difficult to reverse, and the examples of chemical change are cooking food, burning wood, and decay of dead. I hope you will understand. So, assignment of week 8, test yourself on page 76, question number 45, short questions related to the topic atom. Test yourself on page 77, question number 235, and short questions related to the topic compounds. Test yourself, page number 80, question number 123, short questions related to the topic physical change with chemical change, and exercise question number 1, 2, 3 MCQs, true false, one word question answers from the unit. So we have completed this unit. I hope you have clear concept of this unit. Thank you, my dear students. Any question you can ask me through email, through WhatsApp. Best of luck, my students. Solve assignment 8 of week 8. Upload it on AIS or send email or WhatsApp. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Allah Hafiz.